So, welcome to WalkOns. This is going to be a video that's more offensive oriented. As you can see on the board behind me, there's a few things that we're going to talk about today. First of all, quarterback splits, which is going to be how far the quarterback is away from the ball at the start of the play. Followed by that, we're going to go into some formations as well. Just some basic formations that you may see on your everyday football field, as well as some very, remedial formations you may see in Pee Wee football as well. You're going to hear a lot of verbiage that some might be new, some might be old from other videos as well. So if you don't understand some of them, you might want to check some of the previous videos. But I'll break down these to the best of my ability to help you understand as far as quarterback splits and formations on the offensive side of the ball. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Welcome to Wallace Walk-Ons. First of all, we're going to talk about, we'll start from the bottom up. We'll start with under center first. And under center is really straightforward. Quarterback is right underneath the center, getting the ball here, while running back is right behind the quarterback in this formation. Like I said, we're going to go about formations later on in this video, but in this basic formation right here, which is a slot formation, quarterback has the ball right under the center. And the advantage of this, you might say, hey, the quarterback's not standing up. He can't move as quickly. The advantage is getting the ball faster to the quarterback. The moment the ball snaps, it goes right to the quarterback's hands. It eases the transition from the center to the quarterback a lot quicker. You know, in shotgun, the ball goes in the air. Anything could happen. There's a rule in football. The less amount of times the ball goes in the air, the less amount of times bad things can happen. So that goes for quarterback to center exchange as well. So the moment the center snaps the ball, the quarterback has it, and he can either hand it off to the running back or drop back and still be able to see the field on his drop back. We'll get to dropbacks more when we do some interactive videos as well. But under center is right underneath the center. It, as it says, gets the ball right from the center. When it goes to the shotgun formation is used primarily in spread offenses. So quarterback is about 5 to 7 yards behind the center, while the halfback is what they call offset. And what they mean by offset is he's on either side of the ball. So let's say he's offset right. The halfback is here. Now the quarterback has a view to be able to see the entire field, and he takes a less of a drop back. Primarily, shotgun is used for teams that want to use a lot of speed or have trouble protecting the quarterback. So they want the quarterback to already be on his feet as soon as possible the moment the ball is snapped as well. Shotgun is usually about a 5 to 7 yard stance for quarterbacks, not too far off of the center, because center still has to get the ball there. It gives the quarterback time to see the entire field, see the covers of defenses in here, whether they're in man, whether they're in zone, etc., as well as be able to run the offense standing up. So shotgun personally is my favorite type of split for the quarterback because it gives him the advantage of being able to see the entirety of the field before the ball is snapped. Now the pistol formation is a variation of both under center and shotgun. So what I mean by that is it's right in the middle. Quarterback is about 3 to 5 yards off the center, and the halfback is behind the quarterback. This gives not only a balanced offense look still, because in shotgun it's very difficult to keep a balanced offense. And what I mean by balanced is you see eligible receivers 1-2 on this side, 1-2 on this side. If it was shotgun, the halfback has to choose a side, which makes one side, like I said, offset, unbalanced. The ball comes quick to the quarterback. Like I said, this is about 3 to 5 yards off, but it gives the quarterback, one, the advantage of being able to see the entirety of the field still while getting the ball at a quick enough pace. And some might say, why don't people go shotgun all the time? Well, the speed of the ball getting to the quarterback is one thing, but also there's advantages in the shotgun and in under center that pistol does not provide. And what I mean by that, when you're in shotgun, there's more protection for the quarterback. When you're under center, that's usually a run-heavy team, and it also gives more play action, which is something that we'll get into as well. But better play action plays for the offense as well. So Quarterback splits are really straightforward and really simple. There's not much to get into for those. But like I said, later on in this video, you're going to see different splits in different formations as well, and they'll all coincide. When it comes to formations, we're going to go one by one with these formations. First of all, the I formation, or I form for short. Why is it called the I formation? Well, simply put, the formation here creates an I, technically. You have quarterback, fullback, halfback. Those are always the necessities in an I formation. You have your guards, your tackles, and your tight end, 2 wide receivers. Point of I formation is to give the halfback more of a lead blocker. And what I mean by a lead blocker, say we are running a B gap play, which I think we talked about in previous videos, but if not, you have A gap, B gap, C gap. A gap, B gap, C gap. All these gaps are contingent of the lineman. So A gap is on either side of the center. B gap is between the guard and the tackle on both sides, and C gap is outside of the tackle. So let's say we are running a B gap play. And let me use a different color for the plays. Let's use blue. And it's a B gap run play. Quarterback gets the ball. You want the fullback to lead his way here, and the halfback is following right behind him into the B gap. This play right here is called, I believe, belly, because it's B gap. Yeah, blast, belly, power. We'll get into that in later videos as well. But this is a belly run going right up the B gap. Here, you have lineman blocking here, another lineman here. This fullback meets whoever is in the hole. So say it is the middle linebacker. Fullback meets him in the hole, halfback is right behind him. We'll get into more blocking schemes later because this is a very vanilla blocking scheme. Let me erase this because there's many ways. I'll show you one fun way that I would like to block this for the linemen, for those who love lineman plays as well. I would have what's called a chip, which is the lineman hits and goes next level. So this lineman chips the end and goes here. The tight end picks up the end. This guy reach blocks, and the play goes right up the middle. It leaves that B gap open. There's multiple ways. I'll show you one more fun way I like to do it, which is called an X block, which is if he feels like he has a better angle here and doesn't have an angle here, we'll have an X block where this guy comes here, this lineman pulls, which means he goes behind him, kicks out the end. And now tight end leads up here, fullback leads up here, halfback is right behind him. I know that seems like a lot, but that's really a basic blocking scheme a lot that's used in I formation, take advantage of the fullback. You might ask, as far as the receivers go, these are your top 2 receivers, your X receiver and Y receiver. You can still run passing plays out of it, but this is a heavy run formation. As you can see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 players in the box ready for run plays, both left or right. So that is your I formation. All right, so this right here, oh, I forgot one. Don't want to mislead you guys. Sam linebacker. So this right here, I'm going to keep the gaps open so we could continuously keep these in mind. But this is called twins. What does this formation twins mean? It means you have 2 eligible receivers on both sides. So you see your X, your Z, your Y, and tight end. Those make all eligible receivers. We've taken the fullback out the play. Right now, the quarterback is under center. In twins, let's say we want to go shotgun twins. Take the quarterback here, boom. And now we're in shotgun. Now it's offset right. You see how now it gives the quarterback more space and also the running back more space to hit the hole on these gaps. So say you wanted to have a give play. A gap blast or a dive, either or. Halfback gets the ball and he's going right up this A gap here. You can have a quarterback lead where the ball snapped to the quarterback. Halfback is now that lead blocker that we talked about previously, and the quarterback is following the halfback as well. I'm not going to get too deep into more blocking schemes this video. I'll save those for later videos. But now you have 4 eligible receivers. You bring another athlete on the field technically to replace the fullback. You can have twins look like this as well, where now you have 4 wide receivers because now a receiver replaces the tight end and a receiver has replaced the fullback. Now this is what I like to call twins but a spread offense, because now you have all 4 of these athletes out here along with your halfback as well. Twins is primarily used to keep the defense balanced, but also something I believe we talked about briefly. You can motion out of twins to see what the defense is doing. So say the Z comes all the way on this side. You'll see how the defense adjusts. If they're a man, this guy will follow him. If they're in zone, these guys will bump down and not follow. Really straightforward, really simple when it comes to how to read the defense out of a twins look. But I know a lot of younger teams like to use twins because of the amount of athletes on the field. So as far as twins goes, one of my favorite formations in a spread look as well. Now we're getting into something that is called the empty look. Really, really simple. Empty means there's nobody back there but the quarterback. Halfback has now been slotted out to one of the sides, either left or right. Right now I have halfback on the right side. X, Z, A, and Y receiver as well. Quarterback is the only person in the backfield. Advantage of that empty look, it will spread the defense out. So defense isn't going to stay in their base look here. You might have this Will backer come all the way out here. This Sam come all the way out here. And now you're bringing the safety here and have this free safety play over the top. Now you see all the space above that third level. So empty is something that not many teams use. It is very much for teams who like to throw the ball around. Very heavy pass teams. Not heavy run, but heavy pass. So an empty look, as you can see all this space here and here. It makes the defense have to run around and also might cause some confusion as well. Question, can you run out of the empty look? You can run out of any look that you are given. There's multiple ways to run out of the empty look. One of the easiest ways is called a QB keep. And like I said, I'm not going to go into blocking schemes because you have a sweep, power, etc. But the ball is snapped and the quarterback runs right up one of these gaps. Simple. There's also a jet, which means the ball is snapped and either the halfback here or Z receiver in this formation is coming across. Quarterback gives him the ball and now he's running around the edge. And these guys are blocking their man here. Multiple ways to run still out of an empty look, but it's just more speed and a lot more space to play in. I feel like this is a Madden look. And what I mean by a Madden look, a video game look. You just want to have athletes on the field and throw the ball around. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm a big run heavy type of player, but I do understand the purpose of an empty look as well. Okay, so I'm not going to have a defense on for this look because this is a look that's used in a lot of pee-wee football. And I say that not in a derogatory sense, but it's a very easy playbook to implement for those that are younger. And it's the wing T formation. What makes this easy? Because you have, as you see, there's no X, there's no Y, there's no Z. 2 tight ends, 2 wing backs, and a halfback as well. What goes on here is power football. The halfback, quarterback's under center at all times in a wing T. Halfback gets the ball, he could pick A, B, C gap. Wing back is what we call a motion back. You can motion the wing back and give the ball to the wing back on a toss, and now you're blocking, wing back's running, halfback's pulling, quarterback's coming around as well. You could have a fake toss to where now the quarterback fakes the toss to that wing back. Now the wing back is a lead blocker. This back's a blocker. This back's a blocker. This back's a blocker. And quarterback's coming around. You can have a jet where, let's go the other way now. This wingback comes right down the line. Quarterback gives him the ball. And now the wingback's coming here. This wingback's a blocker. This tight end's a blocker. Wingback's coming around here. I know your first question is, hey, this seems like a lot of running. And it seems like a mess. Can you pass out of a wing T formation? You can also pass out of pretty much any formation that you want to. Right here, one of my favorite passes out of this is going to sound funny, but it's a double dump, double swing, where the tight ends here literally just run quick routes here. And the wingbacks come here. It's a quick pass concept where quarterback drops back. If he sees the tight end, he throws it right over the top. He has a tight end here doing the same thing. Both wingbacks on swing routes to where quarterback sees, let's say there's a linebacker here, and he sees him jump that, hit the swing route. You can run plenty of pass formations out of this. You can audible, you can motion. I love a wing T offense because it makes football simple. As long as you're able to block and understand the basics of leverage in a wing T formation, you will have not only plenty of run holes, but plenty of fun as well. So, as you see, we've gone through pretty much some basics as far as the offense is concerned. We talked about quarterback splits, pistol, shotgun, and under center. And then we talked about some basic formations as well. You saw some of the spread formations when it comes to empty and twins. You saw the I formation as well with the fullback, and you'll also see the wing T formation, which is a run-heavy formation, but used a lot in Pee Wee football for those who are parents of kids who may play football as well. Like I said, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those in the comments section or message me. As we go on, I'm going to have more interactive videos as well. We're going to talk about how to hold the football, how wide receivers are supposed to line up, how quarterbacks are to drop back, and some things on the defensive side as well. And I have not forgot about the linemen. I do understand how important linemen are. We're going to talk about blocking schemes, how to set up, and also splits on the lineman side as well. So, like I said, if there's any questions, please feel free to reach out. We want to get to that successful goal, being able to educate those who whether play, coach, or just parents of those who are in sports, so they're able to understand what's going on to the best of their degree in football, and later on down the line, be able to understand why coaches do things, why players do things, and be able to have fun. And that's the point of this all. So thank you for coming to Waller's Whiteboard Sessions. Have a good day.